The night was dark. A single pair of headlights cut along the Ibadan-Lagos expressway. In the passenger seat, Muna rested one hand on her 8-month belly and gripped the armrest with the other. Her back ached from hours on the road. The silence felt heavy. Her husband, Teo Balogun, a wealthy Lagos investor, had barely said a word in 2 hours. He kept his eyes on the road. His fingers drummed the steering wheel whenever she shifted. "Teo, can we stop? I need the restroom." He sighed. "Can it wait?" "It can't. I've held it for almost an hour. Please." He pulled into a small filling station. Yellow bulbs flickered over cracked concrete. "I'll be quick," she said, opening the door. He said nothing. In the restroom, Muna washed her hands and stared at the cracked mirror. "Soon I'll be home," she whispered. She stepped back into the night air. The SUV was gone. Her chest tightened. "Teo." No answer. She called his phone. It rang twice. A text appeared. "We're done. Take care of yourself." She called again. Voicemail. Again. Nothing. The truth hit hard. He planned this. He brought her here to leave her. Another message buzzed from an unknown number. A photo. Teo at a luxury resort in Victoria Island, glass raised, grinning. Beside him, Saad, the woman Muna had asked about for months. They toasted the camera. Muna reached for her bag. Empty hands. He had taken her wallet, cards, and ID. The station shop was shut. The road was quiet in both directions. Then the rain started. Within seconds it poured. A sharp pain cut across her abdomen. She bent over and clutched her belly. Another contraction hit, stronger. She staggered under a dim streetlight and held the pole. The rain blurred everything. She cried out. No cars. No voices. Headlights swung across the station. A car stopped. A tall man jumped out with an umbrella. "Madam, are you okay?" Another contraction tore through her. She collapsed. Strong arms caught her. "I've got you. Hold on." Muna opened her eyes in a hospital ward. She tried to sit up. A hand steadied her. "Easy. You're safe," the man said. Close-cropped hair. Neat beard. Calm eyes. "Where am I?" "Oakfield General Hospital," he said. "You collapsed from exhaustion and stress. The baby is fine. Rest." Memory flooded back. The station. The text. The photo. Tears stung. "I found you by the road," he added. "I'm Dr. Emeka Nwosu. I was driving home. I brought you in." "Thank you," she whispered. "Do you have someone we can call?" Silence. "Where is your husband?" Her voice broke. "He left me." His jaw tightened. "You are 8 months pregnant." "I know," she said with a bitter smile. "Where is he now?" "At a beach resort with his girlfriend." He shook his head. "That man is a bastard." The anger in his tone startled her. Not pity, not a lecture, just clear outrage on her behalf. "You're not alone," he said after a moment. "You don't have to tell me everything, but I won't discharge you to the street." After discharge, Dr. Emeka drove her to his home. Not a cold mansion. A warm, lived-in place with books on the walls and the smell of fresh coffee. He made a guest room ready. Extra pillows. Soft blankets. A small stack of baby care books. He drove her to antenatal visits himself. He didn't pry. He was steady and present. At night, when fear woke her, she would sit and whisper to the child in her belly. "You're safe now." She sometimes heard Emeka moving in the hallway. He never mentioned it. One morning over hot tea, Muna stared at the steam and made a decision. "I want to get a job," she said. "Are you sure?" "Yes. I need to stand on my own feet." He nodded. "Then let's find you something." While she healed, the country watched a story unfold. Grainy CCTV from the filling station leaked online. It showed a pregnant woman step out of a black SUV. Moments later, the SUV sped away. The timestamp matched the night Muna was stranded. Within hours, the clip went viral. Outrage followed. Radio shows debated it. Pastors condemned it. Women's groups spoke out. Reporters dug up photos of Teo and Saad at the resort. Balogun Capital faced heavy pressure. Clients pulled deals. Investors withdrew funds. The board opened an ethics review and called an emergency meeting. The damage spread fast. Saad left too. She emptied the card Teo gave her, packed her bags, and walked out. She left a short note on hotel stationery. "I don't stay with failures. Enjoy your mess." Days later, a knock sounded at Emeka's door. Muna folded baby clothes she bought at Balogun Market and went to open it. Teo stood there. Wrinkled suit. Unshaven face. Eyes hollow. "Muna," he said, voice rough. "Please. I just want to talk." "Why?" "I made a mistake. I should never have left you." And yet you did. I was selfish. I don't know what got into me. Oh, I do, she said. You thought I would crawl back. He flinched. I've lost everything, he said. My company is gone. My name is ruined. You were the best thing in my life. He reached out. She stepped back. Disgust cooled into clarity. You're not sorry you left me. You're sorry I moved on without you. He had no answer. She tightened her hand on the knob. I found happiness without you. I don't need you. She closed the door. He stood outside in the night, alone. Hospital monitors beeped softly. Hours later, Muna held her newborn son. Tiny and perfect. We did it, she whispered. Emeka sat by her bed, the same steady presence through labor. How do you feel? Like I finally woke up. He's beautiful, he said. Thank you, she said, meeting his eyes. There's something I need to tell you, he said. You don't owe me anything. I didn't help you for a reward. I helped because I care about you more than I expected. She squeezed his hand. I want you here, she said. Back home, life settled into a new rhythm. Emeka never treated her like a burden. He treated her like a choice. Muna started a small business from the spare room, designing custom baby clothes. Ankara rompers, hand-stitched bonnets, matching mother-child sets. Orders grew week by week. Teyo's world collapsed. The scandal ended his career. The board removed him. His circle stopped taking his calls. He tried to drown the shame at night. The image that would not leave was Muna's face at the door. Calm. Done. One quiet evening, Emeka booked a small restaurant off the main road. Low music. Warm lights. Across the table he said, I don't want a life without you. Will you marry me? Yes, she said, voice steady. The years that followed were simple and full. Tea in the mornings. Walks in the park. Shared plans. When their son turned 2 and Muna became pregnant again, they stood on the balcony with the child between them and watched the city lights. I never thought life could be this good, he said. You gave me a life I didn't know I could have, she replied. Muna rose from betrayal and built something real. She was abandoned on a highway at night. Today she stands in her own light, with her child in her arms and a partner who shows up.